From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First and 10, it's Wilson.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Play action now. Bridgewater.
Yo.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's second and 10.
All right, D. All right, D.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On third down, Hall. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Yeah, he'll find Hall. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, it's Hall. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Slam!
And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Get off the field.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that group.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I got him. Mike 27.
Hands it off out of the goal. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank. I'm 3rd and they're in the top 5 in the league. I'm 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit. Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
You must be dreaming. Mike 27.
There's Wilson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ready. Nice.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike.
On 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Down at the 45. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
First down, Bridgewater.
Go.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A single for and take it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Stop your watch. I work for a lot. I got him. On me.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
57, Mike 57. Who that? 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Get wild now. Check three. Alert three. Slam.
Motion.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way they were drawn up on the big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
All day, every day.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else should have.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down right around the 37. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Bang, 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 bang.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you talked about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who wear gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the play fake, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
250.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Kill.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Jets 14.
This will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive, it was so deflating for the defense with their mentality. How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lonnie, 15, Lonnie. I'm coming. Kill.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chad Hut, 70 Indy.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Seam 6.
7, check.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Get wild now.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Bridgewater to throw it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, but unable to do so. That makes their comeback homes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios decided not to bring it out. Offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Cut. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now Wilson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Able to connect on that.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Either covering both a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They felt he can hit everybody.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike 20, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Oh, you got deep?
They go play action with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. So I'd imagine the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
57. Delta. 57. Hey, watch. Alert for a lock. Screen. Watch the screen. Check. Go Delta.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check nickel.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Gotta do better.
Alert for a lock.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go, here we go.
No. Me. Get wild now. Hey.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey. Go Delta. 57's Mike 57.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, what a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Watch 57.
Too little, cupcake.
Kill.
Tight dog. Check.
Here we go. 5 down.
Fresno.
Check.
I like for a lot.
He's checking.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
57's the mic. I got him.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
36.
Here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 50.
Five down.
Watch the curls. Check.
Tighten up. Under 10.
Bridgewater now. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here we go.
Get wild now.
To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on fourth down.
57. Mike.
Go Delta.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I got wide. 57's Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Jets 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, it's a pass-first league. That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 6.
From the 29, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? These guys just eat me alive. And the coach probably just looked at him and said, I'm gone.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie.
Watch switch. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. He's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Come on, set. Hey, read. Bravo.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
You better be ready.
I work for a lot.
Scared of it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey.
Here's Bridgewater. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
Get ready.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run right side with most of it. Bust through the tackle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to 47. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Cut. 20. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Bridgewater. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on in the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9.
60, orange. Watch 54.
Play action. Now Wilson. That is caught.
It's Uzama. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, everyone really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll give it here to the running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Here we go, it's Wilson on 4th down. Rolling to his right. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again.
On Bridgewater, intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the run, watch the run.
Check, crunch, crunch.
On 2nd down now. It's Hall, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Check, Mike 27.
Watch the run, watch the run. Protein spill. Jack,
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game. So every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Play action. It's Wilson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Let's go, D.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Delta.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check your hot read.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Bridgewater on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation is what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
57's the Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, defense.
Get wild now.
Let's go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's what I do. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Tackle.
Bridgewater here to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got wide.
Run on first down. Hall. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys